Up till now, we have seen the complete V3 architecture, how the admin login, the authorizer lambda, the YouTube matrix, the GitHub matrix, the cost explorer matrix, how exactly all this works. Now the last part remains is the admin setup TOTP. Before jumping into the admin setup TOTP lambda or its code, first you'll understand the theory of TOTP. What exactly is TOTP? TOTP is nothing but time-based one-time password, which is used for majorly for the two-factor authentication, where we get a 6 to 8 digit code that remains for X amount of time. For this example, let's say 30 seconds of time. Within this 30 seconds, we would be regenerating this code every 30 seconds, and then we will enter the code to log in into a system, right? That is how this TOTP token is generated. The TOTP token, I'm trying to use the Protect app, the Authenticator app in my mobile phone, where my TOTP token is generated. So think that. So to quickly explain in detail about what exactly it does. To think that, think maybe I'll quickly say I'll use this. Okay. So think that the TOTP token that is generated for me, this is an Authenticator app, the Protect app, which I'm using in my mobile phone, and there is also a server here for me. This server is, let's imagine or visualize that the cloud server, right? So once, um, the first time when we try to create this TOTP token, we have a secret. This secret is commonly shared between the TOTP or authenticator app, the mobile device, as well as in the server. The common secret is shared for the first time, and from the second time onwards, we would always, based on every time, every 30 seconds, we will generate a token. That token is been hashed. We are using a hashed logic as cryptographic hash logic or hashed algorithm. This cryptographic hash algorithm or cryptographic hash function, underneath it uses something called HMAC SHA1 sort of an algorithm. Under this algorithm, we have the encoding mechanism. Basically, what it does is, let's say we have our input as Fox, plain English text. Once we apply this cryptographic hash function, it gets encrypted into this specific format, right? This is an encrypted format. So with this cryptographic hash function, we hash both the values, the token time, as well as the shared secret time, the shared secret value, the string value, and the token time. And then we are trying to generate the time based OTP. And this OTP, let's say 489523, is generated from my mobile device. Similarly, from the server side as well, we are doing the same operation, the shared secret and the server time, hashed it with the cryptographic hashed function. We're generating the time based OTP. And if this time based OTP coming from the mobile device and from the server is equal, then the authentication is allowed. If it fails, the authentication is denied. Simple, right? That's how the TOTP, the time based one time password, works. By the way, for Golang, we have the helper function here. The TOTP package is there in the Golang. The generate function, we will see how it would generate the OTP. Um, then we have the generate code. It generates a TOTP token at using the current time. The generate custom code, we have validate, which we have seen previously as well, how it validates the TOTP token as well, and validate custom as well. So this is what, out of the box, no need to install any third party dependencies. The TOTP package is already present in Golang. So we are using that for our Lambda function. So now to jump into it, first we will see how it is working, right? First and foremost, the admin setup TOTP Lambda is where we have two functionalities. First functionality is get and post. The second functionality is post. In the first functionality, we are trying to get the setup TOTP, which means it would go read the admin TOTP secret from the SSM. So it will fetch from the SSM, the secrets manager, the TOTP secret. Once the TOTP secret is fetched, if it is found, then it would return the configured as true, and the provision URL is the URL path where we have this the secret value, the TOTP secret value. If not found, it would return configuration as false. Okay. Similarly, there is a post as well. Second functionality, post. This is used to generate a new secret. We will see that in detail, but just follow along with me. In this generate a new secret, we will generate the actual secret, and then it will hash or cryptographic. We will actually do the cryptographic hash function we will use to hash the secret value, and then we would try to save this secret to SSM, to my secrets manager, and then we would return the same thing, right? The provision URL and the configured to the front end. So let's see one by one how exactly it works. I'll in terms of code we will see now. So first and foremost, the setup token part. So maybe I'll quickly log out. I'll clear this. So the same thing, I'll enter the username, password, the authenticator code 242220. Sign in, try to take capture my face, trying to verify whether if this is stages, that is true, it is stages. Then it is logging in. Now when it was trying to log in, it got the JWT token. Everything looks good. Cost Explorer, from that JWT token, it used in header to make the subsequent calls to Cost Explorer with AWS, YouTube with Google API, GitHub for the GitHub API, so on and so forth. When I'm trying to go to the second tab in the dashboard, there is two-factor authentication setup. Here, there was a setup, there was a invocation on the setup TOTP, right? This was the one, the setup TOTP. The setup TOTP. It was making a get call, right? When it did this get call, it found with the same author, the bearer token, the JWT token. Here, the response you see, the configuration, it was already configured. No need to configure it. It is already configured. But if I want to reconfigure it, then I'll click this generate secret to do the reconfiguration and do a post invocation to set up the TOTP token. But right now, since it is already configured, I don't need to do that configuration. That means I don't need to reconfigure my authenticator app. So that's why the configure true. And I got a provision URL as well. The provision URI, as I said, the configure to and the provision URI. And this URI is, you see, the complete algorithm with SHA, the portfolio, the admin, and the JWT, the secret as well. I don't want to reveal the complete secret, but the secret as well. I think I'll regenerate the secret, so should be fine. The secret, the secret is the admin TOTP secret. Even that secret, it was trying to fetch. So this is that secret. So quickly jumping into my AWS secret. Here is where my JWT secret, the SSM, the secrets manager, is where I have the secret value, where I can retrieve the secret value. I'll quickly retrieve this. So this is my JWT secret value, right? If I have the secret value, this has been used during my login, right? during my login and to set up the TOTP. This is already set up, so configure to, no need to do that. But let me try to regenerate this. I'll click on, I'll try to showcase the post part, the setup TOTP part. When I want to generate it, I'll click. You see now the request was post, right? I'm trying to generate the setup TOTP. It is not the get, it is post. And here it gives me the way I can scan it. So I'll use my mobile app. The previous token would be invalid now, by the way. I'll use my mobile app. Uh, Maybe quickly to showcase you guys. I'll change the camera view. I'm using my mobile app. I'm trying to um, authenticate this value. Maybe if I show here, I have a portfolio admin value now that has been generated. Now the interesting part is I just scanned it. This is in case if it is not able to scan, the Authenticator app is not able to scan this. I did not share my screen. If my Authenticator app is not able to scan this, I can directly enter this value. Right, I can enter this key manually. Right now, this has been configured, and this value, if you see, this value, the previous value was something like this. I'll quickly paste it in here. This was my previous value. Now, and you can see the secrets. If I go back to the JWT secret, sorry, did I just open JWT secret? Oops, I should have opened TOTP secret. Okay, let me redo it again. By the way, I just wanted to showcase you that the TOTP secret value. So here is where the current TOTP secret value is. You see, it had, once it had created, when I have clicked the setup TOTP token, it had also updated my AWS secrets manager, the admin slash TOTP secret. It has also updated that secret value here. Huh? That's what I wanted to showcase you guys, that now this secret, the key value is also present in my secrets, AWS secrets manager, SSM. Even there it is present. And now I can also enter that in my mobile phone. That so here this would this token has been fetched, and from that token I would try to validate, or Go Lambda will try to validate the one which is present in my secrets from my SSM, as well as the one which is present in my mobile phone. So now this is done. If I try to log out, I need to use the same username password. Now I'll use the new token 323935 because the previous token is invalid. It's trying to verify and got verified, and I'm in already. Right. So if I go back to set up TOTP token, the get call, you see the provision URL, admin, the algorithm which it used, the secret value. I can re-show it again, by the way. The get, I have the secret value. This is not the same secret. This is the shared secret. This is the shared secret which is present. So maybe I'll quickly explain in this way with this diagram. So now the shared secret is this value. I'll make it black. So this is the shared secret. Whereas this secret which has been generated, this is the at the server time, maybe it would take something like, it would take the current timestamp, the current timestamp, something like 8:95 a.m., something like that, IST. With this timestamp and this shared secret, the shared secret which is present here in my SSM, as well as in my mobile phone now. The shared secret is also there in my mobile phone. Can I see this shared secret in my mobile phone? No, I can't see this in my mobile phone, but you need to believe that the shared secret is present in my mobile phone as well as in my server here, SSM. And then with this, this is my SSM. Maybe I'll quickly write it. This is my SSM. The shared secret is present in my SSM as well as in my mobile phone, in my phone, in my mobile phone as well. So once we have this shared secret present at both the places, based on the timestamp, every 30 seconds, it generates a cryptographic hash code. The lambda at the server side is what generating this hash code, right? And then when I'm trying to use the time-based OTP, I'm trying to regenerate the OTP generated from my mobile phone and the server, and try to validate if that specific OTP is equals to the generated from the server value as well. So that's what is happening every time. So if I want to generate the secret value again, if I click this, similarly I can generate the shared secret value, a different shared secret value, and then that would be synchronized both at my mobile phone as well as in my SSM of my AWS, and the same logic works. So that's how the setup TOTP, get and post, works to check the status where the secret is already present or to generate a new secret. To quickly check the code as well, the setup TOTP is here. As I said, there are two handlers, the get and the post. If we go to the get handle get, here is where the function is called, which would fetch the TOTP token from the secret, as I said, from the SSM, and then it would it would it would try to validate the provision URI, and use that, configure true and provision URI. That's what it is trying to do. For the handle generate, it would generate the secret. Here is where I'm using the key name, this for the secret I'm using T Sabun current portfolio admin, by the way, to generate that secret, the hash code. And then I'm trying to store that, and I'm trying to put that JSON in my SSM by using this TOTP secret. And that is where this has been posted into my SSM, which I'm using it to fetch and see in my generate. I think there is something called verify or generate. It is. We'll quickly check. Yeah, here it is. The generate code. Period for 30 seconds. This is where the Golang implementation of TOTP is, how it used to validate the token, how it used to generate the code. This is what I've explained, how it is using the generate or generate code or validate to validate the token. So this functionality I'm trying to use, by the way, see, generate code and TOTP. Yeah, majorly I wanted to explain about how the TOTP token works, and how I'm using this feature for three-factor authentication. Thank you. Have a good day.